Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my May favorites. I apologize. It's obviously a little bit delayed, but that is because for the past 2 weeks I was in LA. I had to get my wisdom teeth out and I also didn't feel right posting last week. I did actually pre-film a video in LA. I'll post that next after this one, but I got back to Vegas on Saturday night and I wanted to get this up and film this as soon as possible because I know we're already kind of in the second week of June, but there's just been so much going on in the climate of the world, not only with the virus, but also with Black Lives Matter. And I just wanted to start off this video by saying that and just making sure that I can spread awareness wherever possible with as few people who watch my channel. It's just really sad and upsetting what's happening out there. The fact that we are in 2020 and as a society so far advanced in so many aspects, but basic human equal rights is something that we just have not seemed to be able to, really understand fully. And I am honestly baffled. It's not a partisan issue. It's not politics. Black Lives Matter is not saying all lives do not matter. It's just singling out the issue at hand that keeps on repeating over and over again. I'm going to link a couple ways down below that you can help out, whether it's sending petitions or donations that you can make to any of the coalitions that are involved and are fighting for justice on the front lines. And also, I want to say vote. Tuesday, June 9th is actually our primary here in Nevada, which I've actually filled out my absentee ballot already, and I'm going to send that out. Yeah, I just wanted to just get on here and say that really quickly. I know I'm sorry this intro is super long, but I just want to say that it's important that we stand together no matter the color of your skin. And really, I don't think that's a controversial subject at all. Ironically, we live in America, land of the free, right? But it's the whole world rallying around us, or many countries in the world saying, like, what's happening to you guys? Like, why are you doing this? The fight that we're fighting within ourselves as a society, as a country, as a nation. So, yeah, I just want to encourage that, like, just to be kind and just be accepting and, diversity is beautiful. Being a minority is beautiful, but for those, especially as Black people who are constantly oppressed and have literally terrible things happen to them because of the color of their skin, is just something that I will never understand. And it's something that is just, it's not politics. It's literally just like human rights. Respect one another, treat one another the same. This is 2020 in America. The civil rights movement was in the 1800s. Like, let's go. Come on. But yeah, anyway, okay, so sorry for that little rant. Actually, I'm not sorry, but I just wanted to just quickly get on camera and say a few of those things. But yeah, if you want to see all the products I was loving in May, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Okie dokie. So I don't have that many things to share with you because I wasn't wearing makeup for a lot of this month. I was traveling. So firstly, I want to give a shout out to this guy. This is the Thrive Causemetics Buildable Blur CC Cream. This is such an amazing CC cream. I have the shade medium beige. I love that this is an SPF 35, so it's got really good SPF. It really does give you nice medium to full coverage. It's a nice finish too. It works for a lot of different skin types. Whether you're oily or dry. I personally have oily skin and I find that this is really, really nice. It says for sheer coverage, apply 1 pump. For full coverage, apply 2 to 3 pumps. I always apply 2 pumps of foundation. And that works for this. So you get the benefits of a medium to full coverage foundation in terms of coverage, but you get the skin care benefits of, a CC cream, which is awesome. So if you're someone who wants a CC cream, who wants a little bit more than just something really sheer, check this out. It'll be your one and done thing for your face. Let's do a little bit more makeup. So I want to give a shout out to this guy right here. This is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer-Infused Blush in the shade Seashells. This is the blush I'm wearing on my face right now. I took this with me to LA. This is such a beautiful shade. I purchased this in the Sephora VIB sale. I will link that down below. And I had purchased a Buxom blush in the past in Dolly, which is like their berry shade. And for some reason, it showed up with like a super weird gray undertone and I wasn't digging it at all. But Seashells is like a really pretty neutral bronze, as you can see right here. I'll give you a little swatch. It is such a beautiful creamy formula, and this has such a nice sheen. Like, you blend it out on your skin and you literally see a glow. So if you're in a rush, this is definitely one of those blushes where you can just apply in a pinch. You don't want to put on highlighter, but you want your cheeks to look alive. This is that perfect tool for you because it'll give you that luminosity. It'll make your face not look flat, and add color simultaneously, obviously, because it's a blush. And I absolutely love the formula. It's very pigmented, but very, very, very creamy and very easy to blend out. So hats off. This is awesome. Buxom blushes. I definitely want to try out a couple other shades in the future too. Okay, another complexion product that I discovered back in my Sephora VIB sale haul. This is the BareMinerals Endless Summer Bronzer in Faux Tan. I actually also brought this with me to LA, and it's a bronzer I'm wearing on my skin right now. This truly looks like you have been tanning. It has the perfect name. They have a deeper shade as well, but Faux Tan is the one that I use. It kind of looks like you would think it's a little bit muddy or not as pigmented, but trust me, even though you don't see like a lot of pigment deposited on your brush when you dip it in, when you start blending it out on your cheeks, you see that color come through, and it really just makes your face look more tan, which is awesome. I really like this guy. It has kind of like a self tanner scent too, which is interesting, but yeah, I love how smooth it is, and I love that it gives you that right amount of color. It's not a super warm tone bronzer, so you could actually probably even contour with this because it is a little bit more cool toned compared to something like you know, like a Milani baked blush. But this is really, really nice, and I love it. Gives me that perfect warmth for the summertime. Okay, sorry, jumping back to blush really quickly because I did want to talk about this as well. This is the ColourPop blush stick in the shade Aloha. I love this so much, and I am not a big cream product person because I have oily skin, so every time I put on, you know, my complexion cream products, I always have to powder my face. But this works beautifully on top of powder, in my opinion. Like, I've applied this in both ways. I've applied this on bare skin without any powder. If I apply this without powder, I will rub this directly on my cheeks and just tap it with my fingers, and even if I'm not wearing any foundation or concealer, it just makes my cheeks look alive. And it looks obviously less powdery than a powder blush, but I just love the consistency. And even if you do put powder on, what you can do is you can rub this like on a stipple brush like this and just like pat it on your cheeks, and it just deposits the most beautiful flush of color. They have a bunch of different shades. Aloha is the one I picked up. I got it from Ulta. This is a little swatch right here. So you can see it's not super duper emollient, but it'll blend out really, really nicely and leave a nice sheen. It won't look like an oil slick on your face. So if you're oily like me, don't worry. It just gives you a really nice kind of one and done color. And I wanted to buy this because I was looking for that kind of like one and done product where I didn't want to literally apply anything else to my face, but just wanted maybe like a little touch of warmth, so to speak. So I was like, okay, cream products always look better on bare skin. So I just tried this out and I love it. It's $8. You can get it at Ulta or ColourPop. Really, really good stuff. Highly recommend. Okay, moving on to an eye product I want to talk about. I'm only wearing 2 shadows on my lid today. I'm not even wearing anything on my lower lash line, which is really weird, but I never really do that, but I just figured I would do something minimal today. But this is the ColourPop Deep Dive Super Shock Shadow. Not a new shadow to me by any means. It actually came in the Polite AF kit, which is a set of Super Shock shadows I got actually a couple years ago, but they still have this, and this is Deep Dive. This is such a beautiful shade. Like you can see in the pan, it's like a really pretty bronze purpley deep glitter. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I literally, again, took this to LA, so I've been using this so much, pretty much almost every day in the past couple of weeks. You just put your finger in like you would with any kind of ColourPop Super Shock shadow, and you can see the reflect even just like from here. Like, isn't that stunning? It is so beautiful. You can really build up the color. So if you just want like a little wash of color, not really too heavy on the glitter, you can absolutely do that. Just, you know, lightly swoop it on your eyelid and you're done. It'll also bring you that effect and that dimension that you're looking for. But if you want to really pack this on for like a really nice deep smoky eye, you can totally do that as well. That's what I love about Super Shock shadows. They're very customizable, very buildable, and yeah, I absolutely love this guy. It's a perfect one and done shadow, and I'm wearing it on my eyes right now. The only other color I'm wearing is kind of like a pink. Let me actually show you this pink shade called Dusty Rose from the Violet Voss Essentials palette. This is a really nice little compact palette, and I decided to throw that in the crease, and I was like, this is only the topper I need. Boom, one and done. really simple, but kind of put together eye look. Okay, so we're pretty much done with eyes. I have 3 lip products I want to talk about. Let's start with the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. This is a Milani Ludicrous lip gloss in the shade Whatever. I've been using this more than Teen Spirit. Teen Spirit's kind of like their opaque pink. Nothing against this. I really, really love this as well, but this is such a nice topper or something to wear alone. I'm actually wearing it alone on my lips right now. It is a really nice nude, but it has these really pretty golden glitter raining throughout it. So if you see right here, it just gives you that nice kind of effect. It kind of reminds me of the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow, which is one of my favorite lip glosses ever. I would say the formulas are very similar too. This is just very nice, very comfortable. It's not sticky. It feels like a serum, but it's thick enough where it'll stay intact for a long period of time. And I absolutely love the shine. You can see that since I'm obviously wearing it alone, it doesn't really have as much color, but that's what I love about it. You can throw it on with no makeup, with a lot of makeup, on top of a lip liner, on top of a lipstick. It's very, very versatile, and I absolutely love the formula. Another lip gloss I want to give a shout out to is from Thrive Causemetics. I've been wearing this a lot too. This is basically just like a clear shimmer, and I had to buy it because it's in the shade Ashley. Thrive Causemetics actually names each of their products after women, so I was like, oh, me. Sorry, the wand's dirty because I use this a lot on its own, but also to top other lipsticks, which is actually the purpose of this. This is a lip topper. I love the packaging, and this is just a really pretty clear gloss with a ton of reflect on it. You can see the difference compared to Whatever. Whatever is obviously got that pink base. This is absolutely clear, but it still has that nice multi-dimensional shimmer. So if you are truly wearing nothing, you just want a little bit of glitter, sparkle on your lips, this is the way to go. And it is more of a hydrating, serum-y finish as well. Not super long lasting, but not sticky at all. And Thrive Causemetics is an awesome brand to support, forgot to mention with this, because for every product you buy, they donate to a woman in need, maybe a woman suffering from domestic violence, etc. So it's always really awesome to support brands that have really good causes. And I will say, another way that you can show your support during these times is not only supporting Black-owned businesses, restaurants, cosmetics companies, but if you go on Sephora, you can actually use your points to donate to an organization from Sephora. They'll do it on your behalf. Your points will translate to a monetary amount. I will say, for the number of points that you give, the dollar amount in return does not seem equal at all. Like the ratio, just saying, I think they should step it up a little bit more and provide more for like 1,000 points. Like, I don't know. I did donate through that. And also a lot of brands have also been donating a percentage of their profits or all of their profits for a limited time to organizations as well. Like I did something on Alamar Cosmetics where they donated 100% of their profits to an organization, which is really awesome. JuiceBliss, I think you can use the code SPEAKUP, which will save you 25% and they'll donate that as well. JuiceBliss is also a Black-owned brand. So there's just so many different ways to get involved. So keep sharing the message, support these brands. It's literally like a no-brainer. Like you get makeup, and in turn, you're supporting a brand if you're choosing to donate that way. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyway, moving on. I said in my April favorites video that I was going to talk about this product, and here I am. This is the Real Her Matte Liquid Lipstick. I wore the red one in my previous favorites video, so go watch that if you haven't already. But this is in the shade I Decide My Destiny. I actually have 4 of them. I'll swatch them all for you. They're so easy to travel with. Like, look at the packaging, perfect. And I absolutely love this formula because it's so comfortable, very liquidy. It is a matte finish, but it is truly beautiful. You get one swipe, full pigmentation. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't wear off your lips. It wears down super nicely. It's not patchy at all. This is in the shade I Am Fearless. This nude, which is the one I wear the most, is called I Will Succeed. And I love the empowering names. Like, this is such a beautiful kind of like peachy nude. Love it. This pink, as I mentioned, is I Decide My Destiny. And it's kind of like a more cool toned pink. Really, really pigmented, beautiful formulas. Like, look at that. And then the one that I was wearing in my April favorites video, this is I Am Tough, which is the red right here. So freaking beautiful. Like, look at that color. That color is undeniable. It dries down really well. It's very comfortable, so definitely give it a look and go check out Real Her. It's also an indie-owned brand. I love their like regular bullet lipsticks as well. They have empowering messages on them for women, so it's really awesome, and I just wanted to give it a shout out because I love indie smaller brands that come up with really amazing hidden gems. Now we're moving on to skincare slash body care. We have 3 more products. Stay with me. I have been using this face wash nonstop. Well, when I was in LA, it's a face wash I take with me whenever I travel. This is the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. Removes surface oils, makeup, dirt, and grime. This is awesome. It's literally like an airy cream. It's a cream cleanser. It's not scented. It just feels so luxurious on your skin. It does foam up a decent amount, but it does not dry out your skin. It just feels so gentle. Literally like the rest of their products. Like, I feel like if I had to pick one brand for skincare, it would be First Aid Beauty. They just come out with such great products at a good price point, good ingredients. You guys know the Ultra Repair Cream is my holy grail nighttime face cream. This is like that perfect complement to it. This is such a great cleanser. I absolutely love it. It literally is unscented, but it comes out like a cream and it just feels so luxurious. You can use it with your hands. You can use it with, you know, a tool that you might use in the shower to wash your face. It's awesome. I love this. It does do a good job of removing your makeup and your dirt and your oil. I will say I always double cleanse. I recommend you doing that if you do wear makeup, just to get all of it off and ensure that you have the cleanest face after you wash your face. But this just feels so good. It does not irritate my skin. Great ingredients. It's such a good face wash. So if you're looking for a new face wash and you have sensitive skin, or even if you don't have sensitive skin, check this out because it just feels nice and it does such great things for your skin. Okay, speaking of things that don't really do well for your skin, but I love anyway, I want to give this a shout out because I love the experience of it, but it broke me out, I think. This is the Elemis Superfood Cica Calm Hydration Juice. Looks like this. I do like Elemis products. I think they're a really good brand. You can get them at Ulta. And this comes out like a little gel. Like it literally comes out like, so you can see it right here, a gel, but it feels so cooling on your face. This is like an oily girl's dream for like a morning moisturizer. Obviously, I would also recommend an SPF, but if you're looking for something just to moisturize your skin, maybe you want to do sunscreen in a different step, this feels so nice. Like even on my hand, it just feels calming and cooling. It's so nice. It says packed with fruit waters, antioxidant rich Cica, which helps to visibly calm skin. And I love this. The first ingredient I think is aloe vera, which aloe vera is great for skin, but as I was using this more and more, I realized that I was breaking out, and I don't know if I want to test the waters again, but I love using this first thing in the morning. I think the ingredient that may irritate my skin, because I was looking at the ingredients, is castor oil, which for some reason they also put in their resurfacing pads as well. They like that ingredient. I'm not sure why. I don't know if that's what was breaking me out. I definitely want to give it another shot just to see and be sure. But if you're someone who's really not sensitive, maybe you've already tried this, or maybe you are not, you know, sensitive to that ingredient, definitely give this a go. I really still wanted to mention it because all the other ingredients that are super high up are really, really nice. Like castor oil is literally like towards the bottom, so the concentration isn't even that high. But it feels really awesome, and this was like my first favorite, where when I made my list of things that I wanted to include in this video, I was like, done it immediately. I don't care. Like this feels so nice. And I know it might be contradictory because it does break me out, but like I said, I still wanted to share it because I think it feels really, really nice, and it's perfect for the summer, and the rest of the ingredients that are in higher concentrations are all really good. Last but not least, I want to mention this. This is the Bliss Fabgirl for body firming and contouring cream, which seems kind of weird, right? Like, and kind of gimmicky, but it says it's a stimulating all over body firming formula powered by caffeine and a mega blend of botanicals to visibly tighten, tone, and smooth. Now, I've only used this a few times, so I can't really tell a difference. I mainly use this on my stomach area and on my buttocks area / thighs because I do have some stretch marks down there. Totally normal, not ashamed at all, but I figured if I'm gonna moisturize my body anyway every day, might as well try something like this. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. I don't really know, but I do love the scent and I do love the consistency. It smells very fruity. A little goes a long way. It's a very nice hydrating cream. So even if you're someone who doesn't really need the benefits, it's kind of like an extra perk, like a nice to have, because it does moisturize your skin at the same time. It does everything that a body cream should do, just with a nice extra twist. So it smells like, it reminds me of something very familiar. I don't know what, but it's very fruity. And it just smells really nice, perfect for the summertime, and I love it. All right, everybody, and that is it for today's video. I just want to run down through everything that I was loving in the month of May. Leave me all your favorites from the month of May down below. Let me know your thoughts on any of the products that I mentioned, if you have tried them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, please, if you enjoyed it. Be kind to one another, spread positivity, raise awareness, do what you can to literally contribute to making the world a better place, because the world is a world because of us, you and I. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye.